The best VR headsets are a captivating gateway into an entirely fresh and intimate gaming experience, especially if it's your first time checking out the immersive tech. In 2023, there are more products than ever to choose from, so you're bound to find something to suit your setup and gaming space. That said, we've gone ahead and narrowed down our top picks to make the decision even easier for you. VR tech is only becoming more impressive, which is something the best VR headsets are sure to showcase. Especially with the release of the esteemed PSVR 2 earlier this year and the imminent launch of Oculus Quest 3, more players than ever are keen to get hold of the hardware and some of the best VR games, which typically retail for less than more traditional releases. To help you find the right model, we've listed the top 5 VR headsets and their key features, plus the things you need to consider to help you choose the best one for you. As always, you can check pricing for any of these products in the description below. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Now let's get started. Number 5. HTC Vive Pro 2. The best high-resolution VR headset. It doesn't come cheaply, but if you're after the very best in PC VR visual fidelity, the HTC Vive Pro 2 should sit near the top of your list thanks to its borderline absurd 5K resolution. Just make sure you've got a seriously powerful PC to make the most of this admittedly experimental headset. It's admittedly difficult to recommend the Vive Pro 2 as a commercial headset. The wired headset requires several cables for it to function properly, meaning managing it as part of your PC gaming setup can be stressful. Plus, all that power means it can start to run hot after just a short session, so we'd say it's best enjoyed in shorter bursts. The HTC Vive Pro 2 is one of the more expensive VR headsets on our list, coming in at $1,399/£1,299, which includes all cables and a pair of motion-sensing controllers. It's available at most major retailers, though we'd certainly suggest waiting for a significant price drop or sale before committing to a purchase. Number 4. PlayStation VR2. The best VR headset for the console. The original PSVR had its share of shortcomings back in 2016, most of which have been brilliantly addressed in 2023 with PSVR 2. Sony has set a phenomenally high bar for any future console-based VR headsets, and comes highly recommended by us if you own a £5. PSVR 2 has a pleasing, rounded silhouette that matches the aesthetic of the £5 console. Compared to its £4 counterpart, it's phenomenally easy to set up, with just a single wire needed to connect it to your £5. The setup phase doubles as a tutorial, walking you through features like eye tracking, room space visualization, and the new pass-through feature that lets you view your surroundings at any time at the press of a button. PSVR 2's price will be a sticking point for many. At $549/£529/AU$879, it is cheaper than many PC and standalone headsets. On the other hand, it's more expensive than the £5 itself, which has proven to be not such a good look for the average consumer, especially as PSVR 2's software library is quite small at present. PSVR 2 exclusive games like Horizon, Call of the Mountain seriously impress with stellar image quality. Meanwhile, solid ports of PSVR favorites like Tetris Effect, Res Infinite, and Moss book a return looking better and playing more responsively than ever. The device is massively helped by its 2000x2040 panel resolution, allowing for much clearer image quality. You may struggle to find and maintain the headset's sweet spot though, meaning you might find yourself readjusting the headset during sessions. However, our guide to the best PSVR 2 accessories can help to make this process significantly less stressful. Number 3. Meta Quest Pro, the best headset for comfort. The Meta Quest Pro, the company's latest and arguably greatest headset, is certainly one of the more expensive VR options currently on the market, but it's not like you won't get your money's worth. The headset's comfortable design and sleek controllers are easy to use from the get-go, and you don't need any external equipment to get set up. The Meta Quest Pro, in essence, is a souped-up version of the Meta Quest 2. The improved controllers are a particular highlight here, featuring a sleek, comfortable design that feels more premium than similar motion-based gamepads. And comfort is the key word here, as the Quest Pro is well suited for longer gaming sessions thanks to a cushioned headband. The Meta Quest Pro's hand tracking shows an improvement over the Quest 2. While not quite as accurate as the Valve Index or even PSVR2, it's a welcome upgrade that helps most VR games play even smoother than before. Number 2. Valve Index, the best headset for PC gaming. The Valve Index is one of the best VR headsets because it represents a next-gen system compared to its predecessors. We found it has a crisp display that runs well even with older GPUs, a wider field of view, a higher refresh rate, and Valve's knuckle controllers, which can track the movement of every finger. The Valve Index certainly looks the part of a high-end headset, but that means it also requires a complex setup and a powerful PC to match. Our least favorite thing about Valve's headset is the setup process, which requires several wires and a dual camera setup to work properly. The process is worth it, however, as you'll be treated to an impressive wide field of view and full Steam integration, making browsing your existing library in VR a cakewalk. The Valve Index is a significant upgrade over both the HTC Vive and the HTC Vive Pro. The Index also offers a much higher resolution screen and a better refresh rate, which in turn lowers the risk of discomfort or motion sickness. We're also huge fans of the Index controllers, their knuckle-shaped design proving to be a fantastic layout for VR play. Number 1. Meta Quest 3, the best VR headset overall. The Meta Quest 3 is the new king among the best VR headsets you can buy today. A significant improvement over the Meta Quest 2, and coming in at a relatively affordable price point among other headsets in this list, it's easy to recommend as our top choice, whether you're upgrading from prior hardware or diving into VR for the first time. The Meta Quest 3 is impressively compact, requiring no extra cameras or wires during play. It can be played as an entirely standalone experience, free from cables or extra bits that could run the risk of tripping you up. All the headset's features can be accessed while wearing it, too, including its home and storefront, providing a seamless experience that doesn't require you to take the headset off. It helps, then, that the Quest 3 is compatible with the existing Quest game library. If you're upgrading, you won't need to purchase all those games all over again, which we feel takes some of the sting out of the chunkier price tag. Other improvements include support for a wider 110-degree field of view and an increase to 2064 2208 pixels per eye for a richer, sharper image quality.